How's it going, everybody? CJ here, back in another video. We're doing another first thought today. This first thought is on Adrix and Nev Twincasters. Very, very powerful card. So, before we hop into that though, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like this video. Comment down below what you're doing with Adrix and Nev, and if there's any cool cards or synergies that I forgot to mention. Linked way down below, you got the Patreon if you want to support the channel. The TCG player affiliate link if you want to buy any cards that I talk about in this video, buy them through that link and it helps out the channel. We also got the Twitch and the Twitter for the YouTube channel. Go and follow those. And also my second YouTube channel, we've got LuxJ Pokemon channel. If you like Pokemon, I'm doing a Let's Play right now and help me choose my starter. That's linked down below. And Discord is linked down below if you want to join us in the Discord and hang out with us. Go through that link and you can chat with us. And we're going to hop into this now. So Adrix and Nev, I'm so glad that they made this a face commander of one of the pre-con decks as opposed to like inside of the set, because this card would get very expensive if it was in the set. The fact that it's a commander face card and you can buy the deck, it gives it a price cap, which is huge. And this card is so good. Also, it looks like it can be gotten inside the collector booster box as a full art, because I can see the full art in front of me. So that's interesting. But this card is nuts. It's literally just parallel lives on a stick. You double your tokens, and it's on a creature that also has protection. It's a good card. This card's gonna sorry. This card could have been very expensive, and depending on what's in the deck, it might still be very expensive. But we'll see. But yeah, let's hop into this. So the first thing I want to talk about with Adrix and Nev are token doublers. This is going to be a token deck, very obviously. Simic tokens. And you're going to want to have everything you can to double your tokens. So stuff like Parallel Lives, which I already mentioned. There's Doubling Season and Primal Vigor. All these should be auto-includes in the deck. They're very powerful cards, this commander, and doubling again is huge. Like, it's just going to get exponentially bigger. And you can add to your token doublers by throwing in like either of the Sakashimas. Both Sakashimas can become copies of Adrix and Nev, and therefore you can have 2 of those. 3 of those maybe. Just like exponentially increases the number of tokens you get by like exponentially. And they just get so many tokens. Like this card's insane. This is insane. Alright, so now I'm going to talk about cards that are really good token creators. That would be, in Simic colors, that would be auto-includes in this deck, or very good includes to think about. You got Coma, Cosmos Serpent. That's probably one of the best cards for this deck. Create 2 serpents on every upkeep. It seems disgusting. And being able to sack them for utility stuff, super good, super good. You got Tendershoot Dryad, just create an army of Saprolings. You can use Cackling Counterpart or Quasi-Duplicate, or write a replication to just make a token of a creature you have. So say you play like Tendershoot Dryad and you write a replication it, and you kick the write a replication. So you have like 6 Tendershoot Dryads. Every upkeep you're making, or no. So say you have Adrix and Nev in play, and you've got Tendershoot Dryad. You cast and kick a write of replication copying the Tendershoot Dryad. That will make you 5 tokens, and Adrix and Nev will double that, so you have 10 tokens. So then you have 11 Tendershoot Dryads. Every upkeep, you're making 11 tokens, which get doubled, so you have 22 new Saprolings every upkeep. That's gross. That is disgusting. And then you could also use Saheeli's Artistry to do something similar, but you can also copy a artifact, so like you can give yourself 2 extra Soul Rings. Seems good. Thopter Spy Network, that's a good way to draw cards and create a bunch of Thopters. Reefworm, this is kind of a fun one. So you start off with those 0-1, it dies, you get 2 fish. One of the fish dies, you get 2 whales. The whale dies, you get 2 Krakens, I think that's how it works. But because of Adrix and Nev, it's 2, so it's doubled, which is good. You got Scoot Swarm, which is probably just overkill in this deck. Like, that's going to be a very, very fast card. You got Arasta of the Endless Web. This is a card that I really like in token decks, or just really like in certain decks. It's a good utility card. It creates a lot of blockers. And in the right meta, it puts in a lot of work. You got Avenger Zendikar, just make a buttload of tokens. Rampaging Battlist, every time you play a land, you get 2 big guys instead of just 1. Hole Breacher, this card, treasure tokens are in fact tokens, and they will in fact get doubled. So you cast a Windfall, you flash out Hole Breacher, you get to make 21 treasures from your opponents. That becomes 42 treasures, and you're going to win the game with 1 billion mana. Seems good. You got Vizier Many Faces. It's similar to like the clone effects, except so it's a clone, but then when it dies, you can embalm it to make a token clone, and that can be 2 of them, and so yeah. There's Fairy Artisans, which just every time your opponents have a creature enter the battlefield, you get 2 tokens of that creature if your commander's in play, and they exile the next time a creature enters, but you can get and enters the battlefield, triggers, leaves the battlefield, triggers, any like values in between, like you can do stuff with that, which is nice. Sublime Epiphany, similar to the cloning stuff, you get to create some tokens, and then you just get to do a bunch of other things on top of that. Spell Swindle, like Hole Breacher, you just get a buttload of treasures. You use Clone Legion to just copy someone's board, but twice it with your commander, or copy your own board and twice it with your commander. That seems very powerful. That's very powerful. You got Full Flowering, so you can populate a bunch of times and create 1 billion tokens. Zender Split's Judgment, so you get to do the clone thing and bounce a bunch of your other, and bounce stuff to your opponent's control. There's Asika's Chariot. Asika's Chariot is very cool. So it enters the battlefield. If your commander's in play, you're getting 4 creature tokens, and every time you attack with a chariot, you get to copy a token you control. So say you just have the cat. Say you play it, you get 4 cats. You go to combat, you swing with the chariot, and you get 2 more cats because it copies 1 token and doubles. So you got 6 cats there. Like, that's just good. You're getting 4 power off an attack for free. That seems over 2 bodies. That seems very nice. There's Vivian, Monster's Advocate, and there's a bunch of planeswalkers that create tokens. But I wanted to mention Vivian just because it seems like a stronger one. Like the token's a little beefier, and it's a good card in the deck anyways. So Vivian's a good card, and really any of the planeswalkers that just uptick for tokens, especially, solid. Yeah, Colony Garden, just a land that can produce token, so you can get 2 blockers or something. A Progenitor Mimic, the same as the clone thing, except you get a token copy every one of your upkeeps. Commanders in play, you get 2 token copies. Seems disgusting. And Michaeloth, just another way to get a bunch of tokens at your upkeep. And also, you're going to be making a lot of tokens, so you have tokens to sack to Michaeloth. And yeah, that's what I got for all the good token creation stuff that I really wanted to mention. Next up, we're going to talk about how you win the game once you have a big board of tokens. You got stuff like Craterhoof Behemoth, of course. Finale of Devastation. You can even tutor out Craterhoof Behemoth with that and win the game. Triumph for the Hordes, infect them out. And Beastmaster Ascension, just attack with a lot of things. Everything gets +5/+5, and then you just bleh. And lastly, I want to talk about a couple of little one-off cards. You got Helm of the Host. You throw that on your commander. You put that on your commander. You get a token during combat, and you get 2 tokens because of the doubling effect. The next combat, you would get 1, 2, 3, or you get 1 token, times it once, so 2, times it again, 4, times it again, 8 new tokens. Like, it's just exponentially gives you 1 billion commanders, and that's disgusting. That seems so good. Like, that's a really good include in this deck. You can do Mystic Reflection, so that way you can turn all your tokens into, like, if you play Avenger Zendikar and you get that token creation trigger on a stack, you cast Mystic Reflection, targeting the Avenger Zendikar. That'll make all those plant tokens enter as Avenger Zendikars, creating plant tokens for each one of them. That's a powerful effect right there. And Second Harvest, just double your tokens. Like, easy. Well, actually, it would be quadruple your tokens. It would be adding 200% more tokens of what you have. Like, if you have 3 1/1 tokens and you cast Second Harvest with your commander in play, you're going to be adding 6 1/1 tokens. So you're going to end up with 9 tokens. So, seems good. Seems good. And yeah, that's everything I got for Adrix and Nev Twincasters. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, remember, hit that like button, hit subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already, check us out on Patreon and the TCG Player affiliate link, comment down below what you think about this commander, and do all that jazz, and check out my other YouTube channel, and the Twitch, and the Twitter, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace out, everybody.